I learned two things today. Um, One is that there is a thermostat in the room where I get my chemo at the hospital at KU. Didn't know that. No one ever told me that. I had no idea. It's not labeled, it's just a knob on a like little utility plate. So it looks like one of those things you don't touch in a hospital. The other thing that I learned is that um, with my port, because it's shifted just a little bit, it kind of sticks that away a little bit. Um, the last four people at the hospital who tried to pull blood out of it couldn't without making me do a lot of different weird things, like lifting the feet up on the chair I was in, and then lowering the head down below where the feet were. So I felt like I was going to slide off of the chair. Another time, a lady made me stand up and bend over and touch my toes, turn my head to the left, and cough. And she like pumped a syringe with saline in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And she did that with like 5 different saline syringes. And finally got the 2 little vials of blood they gotta get before I have my treatments. Uh, Otherwise, um, they weren't getting it. But I did go have a dye study done on it, and the nurse who went to go access it the day that it for that immediately got a return, and she's like, I don't see a problem with it. It just it's shifted a little bit. You don't poke it straight down. You have to angle it in. And I told the nurse that today. And also, if you are a female and you have big boobies, you also can like push down on your boob so that when they access it, it's not as angled or not as much tissue on top of it. I don't know. It's just when they did the dye study thing on it, um, the guy who came in who would have been doing surgery to replace the port, I'm laying on the CAT scan table, and he comes in and he starts doing this, pushing down my boob and stuff, and I'm like, hi. What? Um, and he was like, yeah, it just kind of gets in the way sometimes when they're trying to get the blood. Also, the nurses there who were doing the dye study, they were very much more aggressive when pushing and poking around on this. So I think the nurses at the lab were just maybe being too gentle, or a combination of being too gentle and because my port is angled behind the skin, they were kind of coming at it straight, which in the actual port itself meant they were going at an angle. So they might have been hitting the wall a little bit, which made it hard, or the corner, which made it hard to pull blood out, but it still was letting the chemo go through and the saline go through. Anyways, those are two things I just wanted to tell you about because I learned them and I wanted to share them. If I can help anybody have a little less painful port accessing or uh, room temperature in your little chemo room, then I've been successful. So I just want to make sure that you have a pleasant, as much as possible experience when you're going through cancer in treatments. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit woozy and stuff because I just had treatment today and I'm wearing a chemo pump. All right, good luck, everybody.